Back to my channel, my friends. John here from Romania. I like to talk about online entrepreneur and make money online. Please feel free to look around the channel and consider subscribing with a bell notification on. Leave a like to this video because it would help me a lot. Tell me in the comment section what do you think about this strategy that you are about to see. Take a gander at this. I should simply leave a like, at that point close the spring up and I'll bring in cash. Now I can open another, I can leave a like, I can close it and I will bring in cash once more. I can do this over and over from any place on the planet and without putting away any cash. Indeed, it's free. Stay tuned to find out additional. As of late, some of you folks have mentioned for me to make a video that requires no selling, however it will at present permit you to rake in tons of cash on the web. All things considered, despite the fact that I have a great deal of such recordings. Here's another that requires no offshoot showcasing and no selling, yet it will in any case permit you to rake in tons of cash on the web. However, before we jump into that, remember to look around the channel because I'm posting recordings about bringing in cash online each and every week. So on the off chance that you hit the subscribe button consequently at whatever point I have another first methodology simply like this one to bring in cash on the web so you can be one of the first to utilize it. Also, that way not exclusively will you be out in front of your rivals, obviously you will get the most cash flow. Also, we'll bounce straight into my PC so I can show you precisely how you can get paid for those preferences. Alright. We are presently within my PC. What's more, here it is. Here's the site. It's called likeforlike.org. So you need to approach likeforlike.org. Presently what it says, well, this is the web-based social networking commitment commercial center and internet-based life commitment trade commercial center. I realize that sounds somewhat confounding and somewhat muddled. However, it's an outrageously straightforward system. So you need to approach likeforlike.org. What's more, fundamentally on here you have each one of those diverse trade commercial centers for like Facebook for every one of those various stages for every one of those distinctive online life stages like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, StumbleUpon, Pinterest, even Plant despite the fact that that will be that for a few years. At any rate, you simply need to approach likeforlike.org and simply follow my means. In such a case that you don't follow my means, you will never get paid just from life forever. Likeforlike.org on the grounds that essentially, this works similarly as the real area or the site and the genuine name of the site says like for like you're trading a like for like. Now in the event that you simply trade like for like you most likely won't have the option to bring in any cash. Yet you should set it up in a manner which I'm going to give you bit by bit in this video and really rake in tons of cash for those alikes. Fundamentally approach likeforlike.org and we should begin with the real instructional exercise. So here are the significant strides to approach here and click on register directly here. At that point enter make your one-of-a-kind username, make a secret phrase, retype a similar secret phrase, enter your email address, retype your email address. Click on I consent to terms or conditions which you can peruse by tapping on this catch directly here. You will tap on I'm not a robot, and you will tap on submit and you will have the option to sign into your record. When you make a record you will tap on login and you will simply enter your username and secret word that you just made and you will sign into your record, and that is going to look something like this. So once you make a record, it will look something like this. Presently you need to leave it open that way. Furthermore, similarly as you do that, you will head toward facebook.com. That is, this is step number 2. You approach facebook.com once you have pursued likeforlike.org and make a record on Facebook. On the off chance that you haven't as of now, you can either utilize your own record or you can make a fresh out of the box new record. On the off chance that you need to, I would prefer to go with a shiny new record. However, in the event that you're alright with utilizing your own profile for this, at that point unquestionably go with that one. You don't need to make another one and simply join to Facebook, and you need to post something. So you need to post something on your real profile. Furthermore, what that is, was that this is what you should post on your Facebook account. So you will post something like this. Obviously you can change the lines a tad, alter it in your own words in the event that you need to, or you can simply reorder a similar content from here. Bringing in cash online feels so great. In the event that anybody needs some side salary, I prescribe joining to this free site. It's extremely simple. At that point you will leave at some connection on here. What's more, don't stress, this will be super straightforward. You simply need to set it up this once. You have to support this unrivaled lift, and afterward you will return to likeforlike.org, make cash from those preferences. Okay, so simply follow my means and simply set up this. So I will duplicate this content and I will glue it on here, so you need to represent that on your Facebook account. Now similarly as you do that, you will head toward the following stage, and that next plasma will be directly before a show. That on the off chance that you haven't as of now, make certain to drop a like to this video, leave an approval, since you realize that when they see you leaving preferences and remarks under my recordings, I realize that you are getting a charge out of them. And I realize that you're getting an incentive out of my recordings, which is by the day's end the most significant part. So on the off chance that you do value me transferring week by week, bring in cash online procedures and week by week business thoughts, simply hit the like button, leave an approval. That is all I'm requesting, and in the event that you have any inquiries or essentially need some assistance, consistently don't hesitate to leave a remark down beneath, in light of the fact that I will peruse those remarks and I will attempt to answer as quickly as time permits or when I see your remark. All things considered, what you should do starting here is head toward appplus.com. What's more, this is a spot that permits us to discover like a huge number of various CPA offers that are really overall accessible, so anybody from any place on the planet can do it. Presently you need to approach here. Coincidentally, CPA represents cost per activity, which implies we simply need to snatch a referral connect for a portion of those systems. Also, at whatever point somebody join, so they don't need to pay for anything, they simply need to join by entering like their first name, last name, email address, and we will get paid from them, making a move for them, turning out to be qualified leads. On that stage, you can see all the evaluations, the amount we can really get paid. Be that as it may, we are concentrating on explicit stages, and explicit stages will be study sites. So you need to simply type in review directly here, and it will give all of you those various sites that are going to pay you like 95 pennies, and just to make somebody join to that compensation site, as should be obvious, on the off chance that you will, for most nations like it's presumably overall accessible, it works for a great deal of nations. What's more, you will simply choose whatever you incline toward. Our own, for instance, and the real thought for the title of this video originated from this overview, looked for a site that pays 80 pennies for each lead. However, you have even ones that are paying much more than that, as should be obvious. Some of them will even compensation like $2 or $3. Be that as it may, I'll simply go with this 80 pennies for every individual that we allude on here. What's more, trust me with the likeforlike.org. That will be super, very straightforward. Also, you will see precisely how it functions. Simply set up this once, you don't need to do it once more. Once more, simply set it up once, and afterward you can leave the entirety of this. You can leave the application last, you can leave Facebook and simply straight spotlight on like or like, leave the likes on there and bring in cash, simply mitigating lights. Okay, yet as a matter of first importance, simply approach here. You need to pursue models like this one, and that is going to give me how the genuine offer appear, as though it would seem that. So I should simply snatch my referral connect for this, and I'm sending individuals to this page. Let me give you what it looks like. I'm sending to individuals to a review site where they simply need to enter their first name, their last name, their email address, their postal division, sex, and their birth date, and they click start now, and I made 80 pennies for them finishing this structure. Also, what they get from that, well, they can pursue free and they can begin winning some little rewards, remembering money for here, so they can make a smidgen of cash. What's more, it's not going to be extraordinary for them, since they can simply make $2 or $3. Yet at the same time, it's totally free. What's more, It's going to be much simpler to make somebody join to a totally free site from which they can bring in cash than to really make them purchase something. With the goal, that's the reason I really picked this procedure. So you'll simply need to get your referral interface for instance, such a site. You're sending individuals to this page where they can pursue free. So suppose this is, for instance, my referral interface directly here. This isn't a referral connect. So this isn't your referral interface. I rehash. You have to really join the system and afterwards snatch your referral connect. Yet, I would prefer not to experience that. Is the simplest part. I'm not going to experience that since I would prefer not to make this video excessively long. What's more, it was simply get your referral connection, and afterward return to your Facebook gatherings and glue it on here. So this will be your referral connect. At whatever point somebody taps on that and they pursue free, you will get paid 80 pennies from that. Presently what you should do is you can likewise append some outskirt to one or the other. Can in reality basically be a screen capture of a PayPal account with some income on it. On the off chance that you don't at present have any income, at that point you can simply head toward Google and quest for various screen captures of profit. And afterwards simply get some photograph from Google and simply post it on your Facebook account with a decent inscription. So bringing in cash online feels so great. In the event that anybody needs some side salary, I prescribe join to this free site. It's an extremely simple, and they could join here and it will see the screen capture evidence or your income and you'll simply post it on your Facebook account. I'm not going to do that at this moment. In any case, when you do, suppose for instance, this is my post, you will simply get the connection for that post, you will duplicate it and you will at that point return to like for like.org. So we've done everything, we've accomplished all the work on those different stages. You would now be able to close them and you will now simply center in like for like.org. You need to approach here, float your mouse on the internet-based like trade and head toward Facebook shares directly here and afterward click on this symbol directly here, rigging symbol, click on that. What's more, presently simply glue your Facebook URL post in here and you can choose the credit is how much credit you need to provide for somebody that imparts your post to your referral interface all alone Facebook account. They will impart it to their companions on their Facebook profile. You'll simply include your URL and now you tune in to gather credits, which you will at that point trade for Facebook shares. So how would you do that? Indeed, you do that by drifting your mouse on here. Furthermore, you can either like diverse Facebook posts, as various YouTube will utilize like distinctive Instagram posts. So for instance, I will go with Instagram like. So how about we leave 2 or 3 likes on Instagram? I should simply tap on a like and I have to double tap, to like this photograph. I can close it and I earn credits for that, and those credits, I can trade them for Facebook shares. So others that result in these present circumstances stage can approach Facebook offers and they can see my post and they can share it on their Facebook record, and I'm naturally going to give them credits for that, for sharing my post on their Facebook account. What's more, how incredible is that? That is to say, they're sharing this post says bringing in cash need to feel so great. They're sitting there offering this to their companions so the entirety of their companions can see this, that they can pursue free and they can bring in some cash, and when they do, on the off chance that you left your referral interface in here, you will get paid 80 pennies from every individual that signs up. So essentially you are trading one Facebook like or one Instagram like or one YouTube like for one Facebook share, and from that one a solitary offer you can get a ton of referral information exchanges. However, regardless of whether you get only one sign up, only one out of numerous that you can get, you despite everything made 80 pennies only for leaving one single the same on either Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you like. That is simply totally crazy. So investigate. I can leave a like on here, I can tap on like. I can tap on like right here and all I have to do is simply click like, close it, and I got 2 credits for that, which will currently be traded for shares over my post from Facebook where I have my referral connect. So it's as basic as that. Simply set it up. Needs to assume out on Facebook needs, simply snatch your field, simply get your connection for that post, paste it in here. So go to share space in here, select your credits, what number of credits you need to give per offer, and afterwards simply go over their unlawful demonstrations and you will get credits for those preferences, which you will at that point trade for shares, which can make you much something other than 80 pennies, on the grounds that significantly more individuals will join since they're companions and they see that they're furnishing them with a totally free site to bring in cash and who needn't bother with some additional money, and particularly the way that they don't need to pay anything, they simply need to pursue free, is simply mind-blowing. So it's ridiculously basic. Presently simply continue loving various posts on likeforlike.org and continue making 80 pennies over and over. I trust you got some an incentive out of this video, and on the off chance that you was certain to drop a like to this video, leave a comment, and on the off chance that you haven't as of now, make certain to look around the channel and hit the subscribe button so you don't pass up any of the new substance. A debt of gratitude is in order for viewing, and I will see you in a portion of the following recordings. Thank you very much for watching my videos. John from Romania. I wish you all the best.